This is one of the most aggressive buyback announcements that I've seen from a software company at these levels. And the math behind it is exactly why you're going to want to put this on your watch list. WIX is down 62% year over year. WIX is sitting near multi-year lows, and management just authorized $2 billion to repurchase stock over the next 2 years. If they actually execute on this changes the whole dynamics of the risk to reward setup with this particular stock. So let's dig in to find out what's real. WIX stock started after $2 billion share repurchase announcement. $2 billion share buyback over the next 2 years. That could potentially buy back 40%, over 40% of their tradable shares. So the question is this falling knife worth trying to catch? All right, so first things first, what does WIX actually do? At its core, WIX is a website building platform. They let anyone create a website without knowing how to code. You pick up a template, drag and drop, and boom, you have a website. That's their bread and butter. But here's the thing, they've expanded way beyond just websites. Now they have, number one, creative subscriptions. This is the classic website builder. It's about 72% of their revenue. Number two, business solutions. This is payments, e-commerce, booking systems. Basically everything a small business needs to run online. This is growing faster, about 21% year over year in Q4. So they have 282 million registered users and about 6.2 million premium subscribers. Revenue in fiscal year 2024 was 1.7 billion, up 13% year over year. And here's what's interesting. They finally hit GAAP profitability in 2024 for the first time. Free cash flow margin is sitting at 28%. They also achieved what's called Rule of 40. That's revenue growth plus free cash flow margin. Theirs is around 41 to 42%. That's generally considered a healthy software as a service business. So why is the stock down 64% from its highs? So this is the 3-month chart for WIX. And you can see why I wanted to put this on your radar so quickly, because we are at major support right now at this $93 range. And there's several reasons why this stock has been hammered. Number one, the whole tech sector got crushed. Remember when growth stocks got destroyed in 2022? WIX was no exception. Number two, Israel. WIX is an Israeli company. They are headquartered in Tel Aviv. Geopolitical concerns have weighed on the stock. Number three, growth is slowing. They were growing 30% back in the day. Now it's 13%. That's still decent, but it's not hyper growth anymore. Number four, valuation compression. In 2021, the market was paying insane multiples for growth. Now, not so much. The price to sales ratio has come way down from those levels. Number five, competition. You've got Squarespace, Shopify, GoDaddy, WordPress. Everyone wants a piece of this market. So the stock is basically round tripped. We're back to the levels we saw back in 2018. So if we lose support at this $93 range, we might test these levels again, $77. And if that breaks, the next one is $52. With this buyback program, it does kind of change the risk reward. There's an asymmetric bet here potentially if they execute. All right, let's go over the bull case and the bear case, because there are legitimate arguments on both sides. Number one, for the bull case, they just turned GAAP profitable. This is their first year of real profitability after 18 years. That's a big deal. Number two, free cash flow is strong, 28% free cash flow margin. They are generating real cash, not just burning it. Number three, the buyback. $2 billion is massive relative to their market cap. If they execute, that could potentially reduce the share count significantly. Number four, their track record on buybacks. Since 2021, they've bought back $925 million worth of stock. And here's the key. They've executed 100% of what they announced. Some companies announce buybacks and don't follow through. These guys actually do it. Number five, the AI angle with base 44. I'll get into this more in a minute, but they made an interesting acquisition. Number six, valuation. Current price to sales is around 2.5x. Shopify trades at 17x. GoDaddy at 3x. WIX looks cheap relative to peers. Now, number one on the bear case, AI disruption. What if ChatGPT or some AI tools just make websites for free? That's an existential risk for all website builders. Number two, competition is fierce. Shopify, Squarespace, WordPress, they're all competing for the same customers. Number three, growth is slowing. 13% is not bad, but it's not exciting either. And if that decelerates further, the multiple could compress more. Number four, Israel risk. Geopolitical uncertainty is real. You have to factor that in. Number five, small business exposure. If there's a recession, small businesses cut spending. Websites might be one of the first things they trim. Number six, the buyback could get suspended. If business deteriorates, they might need that cash. There's no guarantee they complete it. So you have good arguments arguments on both sides. This is not a slam dunk either way, but at a certain price, this does become a no-brainer. And that's why I want to have this stock on my watch list. Okay, let's talk about the buyback math because this is the interesting part. $2 billion over 2 years. Current shares outstanding is 54 million. Float is about 51 million. I've seen this also say float is about 53 million. But regardless, at $90 a share, that $2 billion could buy back approximately 22 million shares. That's roughly, we'll say 40% of the float. Now you have to account for stock-based compensation. Companies issue shares to employees. WIX is actually pretty good on this. Their SBC as a percentage of revenue has been declining. SBC stands for share-based compensation, also known as stock-based compensation. It's a non-cash expense that represents the value of stock options, restricted stock units, and other equity awards granted to employees, directors, and executives as part of their overall compensation package. Historically, they're adding about 1 million shares per year in dilution. So over 2 years, if they buy back 22 million shares and issue 2 million SBC, the net reduction could be around 20 million shares. That's about a 37% reduction in share count. What does that mean for earnings per share? If the share count drops by 37%, that's an implied EPS accretion of around 58%. Accretion meaning incremental growth. And that's before any operational growth. So this is the math if they execute fully at these prices. The stock could go higher and they'd buy fewer shares, or they could pause the buyback if business conditions change. There are a lot of ifs here, but if they execute like they have historically, the share count should shrink meaningfully. That could create a scarcity effect over time. Now, this is the second most exciting thing about WIX, in my opinion, Base 44. In June 2025, WIX acquired a company called Base 44 for $80 million cash. What does Base 44 do? It's an AI platform where you can create web applications and even mobile apps just by typing prompts. No coding required. And I stumbled on this on WIX's website, Base 44, to air its first Super Bowl ad. And that will be aired Sunday, February 8th. I don't know if you guys remember what happened with Hims and Hers stock, ticker symbol HIMS, after their Super Bowl ad, but the stock jumped about 10% within days following its controversial Super Bowl ad. Not that I care about that. I really care about bringing more exposure to these products. And I have seen some commercials revolving around Base 44, and what it stands for is super interesting for someone like me. Building apps on the fly, it's fantastic. I've never used it. It could be a horrible product, but the idea of it is great, and it seems to be growing really fast. And when you type in Base 44 in Google Trends, I mean, this thing is getting really popular, blowing up really. Past year, clear upward trend. Sure, maybe Anthropic, Claude kills these guys, but this is still worth your attention in my opinion. At the time of the acquisition, Base 44 had about 3.5 million in annual reoccurring revenue. So 80 million for 3.5 million in revenue. That's an expensive multiple, right? About 23x ARR. But check this out. The target for Q4 2025 is 50 million ARR. That is 14 to 17x growth in 6 months. And management is targeting $100 million ARR in 2026. If they hit that $50 million target, the effective acquisition multiple drops to 1.6x ARR. If they hit $100 million, it is 0.8x ARR. That could potentially be one of the better SaaS acquisitions we've seen. SaaS stands for software as a service. Now, I want to be careful here. We're still early. They could miss those targets. AI has a lot of hype right now around it, and sometimes reality doesn't match expectations. But if Base 44 delivers on these projections, WIX just bought a high growth AI business for what could turn out to be a bargain. The founder was a solo guy, bootstrapped, and WIX left him in charge. There are earnouts through 2029 based on performance, so incentives seem aligned. This could be nothing, or it could be a significant growth driver. We'll have to watch how it develops. Okay, so the fair value analysis, what should this stock actually be worth? So there's 3 scenarios. Bear case, $55, negative 37% from here. If things go wrong, buyback gets suspended, revenue growth stalls to under 5%, free cash flow margin compresses to 20%, we could see the stock at maybe $55. That's about 37% downside from here. The math, if you put a 15x PE on depressed earnings with minimal share reduction, you get somewhere in the $30 to $50 range. But the free cash flow floor probably keeps it above total disaster. Even at 370 million free cash flow with a 7% yield, that supports around 5 billion market cap. So $55 seems like a realistic bear case floor, not the absolute worst in my opinion. Base case, 140. That's 59% from here. If things go as planned, 70 to 80% buyback execution, revenue grows 11 to 13%, margins hold. I could see this at around $140. That's about a 59% upside. The math, fiscal year 2026 net income of around 176 million, share count reduced to 40 million, PE of 40x. That gets you to roughly $176. Haircut that for execution risk, and you're around $140. This assumes nothing heroic, just steady execution on what they've already been doing. Bull case, if everything works, full buyback execution, revenue accelerates, AI products take off, market re-rates the stock, you can see $180 a share. So that's 105% upside from here. But this requires a lot to go right. Full execution, margin expansion, multiple re-rating. I'd put lower probability on this. So the asymmetric characteristics of this trade that I like is that there is we could say 100% upside versus a 37% downside. So that's almost like a 3-to-1 ratio. I know that this is just speculation, but maybe a 30% bull case, 50% base case, 20% bear case. So we don't want to get faked out. So here are the 3 things I'm watching. Number 1, are they actually buying back shares? Track the SEC 6K filings. WIX is an Israeli company, so they file 6Ks. In the first 6 months, you should see 400 to 600 million actually deployed. If you're not seeing that level of execution, that could be a red flag. If you want to subscribe, I'll definitely try my best to keep you guys updated as quickly as possible. Number 2, is the share count actually shrinking? Check the quarterly reports. Net shares outstanding needs to be declining, not staying flat, because SBC is eating all the gains. Number 3, is the business still healthy? Revenue growth above 10%, free cash flow margin above 25%. If either starts deteriorating, the buyback becomes less sustainable. If buyback execution is below 30% after 12 months, or if the share count isn't declining, or if free cash flow margin drops below 20%, those would be thesis killers for me. So here's where I'm at. I haven't bought any of this yet, so there's no conflict of interest here, but I'm watching it closely. The 6K filing should start showing buyback activity after late February, when the 30-day waiting period ends under Israeli law. This is the kind of setup where the downside could potentially be somewhat cushioned by the company being a constant buyer, and the upside could be meaningful if everything clicks. But that's a lot of coulds and maybes, not financial advice, just putting this on your watch list. So again, looking at this chart here, we are at major support at this $92 range. And also the 2-year program, which will run through fiscal years 2026 through 2027, allows the company to repurchase its ordinary shares and or convertible notes using various methods, including open market purchases and privately negotiated transactions. So I'm not talking so much about the convertible notes, but if you're interested in how I would explain this to my mom, because I like to put this through AI and then say, okay, really break this down so that anyone can understand this. I like this example. Hey mom, I saw this news about WIX, the company that makes websites. They're announcing a plan to spend up to $2 billion over the next 2 years to buy back their own stock. That means they are using their money to buy shares from people who want to sell, and then those shares basically disappear. So there's no set amount they have to buy, and they can stop anytime. But it's a way to give money back to shareholders and show that they think the company is strong, potentially. Imagine you bought 1 share of their stock for $100 to make the math super simple. Let's pretend there are 100 shares out there that people can buy and sell, and that's called the float. WIX is planning to buy back about 40 of those shares. That's a compelling case to want to buy this stock for me. Let's pretend there are 100 shares out there, and WIX is planning to buy back about 40 of those shares. If they do that and the company's overall value stays the same, now there are only 60 shares left instead of 100. Your 1 share would represent a bigger piece of the company. That could make each share worth more. Again, this is just an example, around $167 instead of $100. It's not guaranteed to happen exactly like that, since stock prices depend on a lot of things, but that's the basic idea of why buybacks can be good. It makes the remaining shares more valuable for people like you who hold on to them. Consider subscribing if you enjoyed these stock updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.